Good morning, friends. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week thus far. Apologize for the delay. Just had to make sure we were live in all the right places. So we're going to have a look at the kits that are available for June 2025. Oh my goodness. I have no words, you guys, about how much I love all three of these projects that are on my desk. So I can't wait to show you. So first of all, just a couple things right out of the gate. So Stampin' Up! Is having a BOGO sale right now. So this is going to be a buy one, get one 50% off for anything that is associated with a suite. So you know that Stampin' Up! Likes to take coordinating products and place them together, what they call a suite. So it's usually the paper pack, a stamp and die bundle, sometimes two, an embellishment. Occasionally you'll see a spool of ribbon or an embossing folder or something like that. So what they're doing is they're going to do a BOGO. So if you buy one suite, you're going to get the second suite at half off. Or if you don't want to buy the suites as a whole, you can buy the components of the suite. So maybe you just are in the mood to buy a bunch of paper packs. You can get one paper pack and get the second one at 50% off. And so you can do that with any item that is associated with the suite. And so if you hop over to the shopping website, you will be able to add those to your shopping cart. And you'll notice that that discount is applied right there in the shopping cart. If you guys are having any trouble with that or you have questions, reach out to me. I will be so happy to help in whatever way I am needed. So that is going to happen until the end of the month. Remember, when things sell out, they're not back ordered. So you want to grab it before it's gone, right? Even if they do restock it, it probably wouldn't be back in until after the end of the month. So you want to make sure that you're capitalizing on that savings, right? So like frugal girls, you know, no apologies there, right? So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about really quickly. Now, I don't have my bundle yet, okay? The bundles are already shipping. That is very, very exciting. Something that is I almost can't even believe that we get to have one more, right? After over a year ago, Close to My Heart closed down. We are now able to offer an album retreat that was designed by Close to My Heart, that they did not get worked into the rotation before the company went away. And so Stampin' Up! Actually purchased that retreat. They swapped it out with their papers and their stamps, and away we go, right? So some fun things about this is, those of you that love pre-cut kits, this is going to be your jam, okay? If you are someone that likes to learn artistic techniques, you would like to learn some very neat interactive techniques and elements to place on your pages. Again, let's look at this as a learning event, right? Not only when you're done with the 3-day event, you're going to be able to put together, have together all of your 24 pages, but you will have learned things that you'll be able to take and transport and put onto other projects as well. And that's the part that to me seems very invaluable. The stuff that we learn at events like this. So it's going to be a 3-day long virtual album retreat. Anyone can participate. The content will be streamed on Facebook, but it will go to YouTube afterward. So if you are not able to join us live, you will be able to access the content on YouTube indefinitely, to be able to put those together at your own pace, right? But your bundle is going to come with the pre-cut layouts, okay? So again, when I get my bundle, I'll do a complete video, but I don't have mine yet, so this is going to have to do for the time being. You can see pre-cut layout kits, okay? They will come with page protectors, and they will fit either of the albums that are in the Stampin' Up! Catalog, okay? You're gonna have a lot of really amazing additional exclusive pieces. So you've got many sheets of die cuts. This Sunburst Resist little piece here is gonna be wicked awesome. You're gonna get flip-flaps, embellishments, your photo placeholders. So maybe if you don't have your photos printed, you can create your layouts now, and you'll know exactly the size of photo, the orientation, and the placement of them needed when you come back to fully assemble those later, okay? So you're going to have 4 stamp sets. Yes, 4 stamp sets that you'll get. And you will also have a whole bunch, again, more die cuts. They're really difficult to see in this photo, guys. This was just a snapshot from the website. But again, when I get my box, I'll go through all of it. I'm going to flip through the pages here quickly. They're theming this a year. I can't remember, apologize to you. I cannot remember what they actually called it. But every single layout is going to have a die cut that has the month of the year. And so what is very neat is that they're all sized near the same, so that if you wanted to put, you know, for instance, you wanted to make this your June layout instead of your April layout, all you have to do is flip flop those months of the year around. Okay, so I'm just going to hold up very quickly some of these photos. You guys can see them over on the ordering website. Okay, and again, like one more time, when I get my box, I will go through and give you guys a little peeky peek, okay? Lots of techniques, you guys, you are gonna learn. There's that beautiful sunburst. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's going to be incredible. You're going to learn so much. So 3 full days, it's over 8 hours a day. So over 24 hours of creative instruction that you'll be able to go back and look at time and time and time again. And these look very close to my heart, right? Because they were designed by their artist. So I'm very, very excited. Look at this little interactive technique here, this little pocket here. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love when paper does jumping jacks, I have to say. This is probably one of my favorites because I've never done anything like this with the paper strips before. So I'm interested in learning a few tips and techniques to make that happen. I think that is a really, really cool look. Again, like I've never done that before. So I can't wait to learn that one. But the album retreat as a whole, I guess we have one more. Oh my gosh. Look here, $250 for your 24 pre-cut pages, all your flip-flops, your page protectors, 4 stamp sets, photo placeholders, all your embellishments, your die cuts, all the things, okay? So if you like pre-cut kits, this is your jam. Now, I am sweetening the deal. You guys know that when you place an order on the Stampin' Up website, right, when you're over there shopping, you're going to earn 10% in Stampin' Rewards. So that means that if you place the album retreat order for $250, you're going to get $25 added to your Stampin' Rewards account that you can go in and redeem for any product of your choosing, okay? So you're going to get $25 in rewards there. You're going to get 3 kit credits from me. Okay, and so that means you can pick 3 of the pre-cut kits that I have available right now. Pick any 3 of your choice. I'm getting ready to show you 2 of them with your purchase. And then to further sweeten the deal, I'm also giving one of the 12 by 12 albums, your choice. You can get a D-ring or a postbound from the Stampin' Up catalog as well. I will fully reimburse that. And so they're $43 albums. And what you guys need to do if you want to take part in the album special, you'll need to add the album onto your shopping cart with the album retreat. Okay, so put the album retreat bundle and the album in the shopping cart at the same time, and I will get in touch with you, or you can get in touch with me, and I will reimburse you the $43 for the album. You'll also, since you're running it through your shopping cart, you're going to get a 10% Stampin' Rewards credit on the album as well. So you're getting almost $30 in free product when you get the bundle with all the additional things. So it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to say no, right? So that is going to be while supplies last. We don't know how long the album retreat will last. They did not give us any indication of how many bundles they created, but it will not be restocked. So they said if they sell out in a week, they sell it in a week. If they takes a month to do it, it's just however long the stock lasts. So if this is something you guys really, really want, you better order quickly. If not, you can kind of chance it, right? But no one is in trouble if it sells out, right? So let's have a look at what I have created for you guys during the month of June. I'm so excited because the Create Your Way kit is using something that I knew I had to have in my hands the absolute moment that I saw it in the catalog. This beautiful, beautiful floral washi tape. Oh my gosh. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to have a lot of artwork to show you because I have created with multiple classes inside our membership with this tape, but you have 2 different color schemes on it. You have what they call purple in the catalog and pink in the catalog. I call it cool and warm. They're the same pattern, as you can see, they just have different colors. So there's actually a die that will cut these out. It is wild, you guys, and very quickly, okay? So you have one die that's gonna cut out all of these, and what you're going to be left with are just multiples of these. I should have had this out before I turned the camera on, but I just want to show you guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let me show you. Here we go. So I sorted mine because that's just how my brain works best. But look at all of these beautiful, beautiful pieces. And it's all cut out with a die. Okay, so I didn't have to fussy cut anything. I put mine on cardstock. You can put it on a window sheet. You can cut it out by itself. But look how beautiful that watercolor look is. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I went ahead and I wanted to create a kit using that washi, and wait until you see what we did. Oh my gosh. So what I did was all of my ladies who qualify for this kit are going to get enough white cardstock to run through put the washi on, right? So you guys are going to need to grab the washi and the die, and I have all of your cardstock and your pattern paper. So you're going to get all of the 5 strips of the white cardstock. You're going to got all of your card bases and envelopes. You're going to get all of your pattern papers, all of your liners. All of that is going to come shipped to you with a kit credit. So this is one of the kits you can redeem this month. So how I'm doing it now, whereas in the past, if you placed a $75 order, you got the card kit, the Create Your Way kit. If you placed a $125 order, you got the add-on kit for the big scrapbooking workshop, and you got the card kit. What I'm doing now is you guys are just going to earn a credit. Okay. And so then you can spend the credit on whichever kit you want. So if you want to spend $75, but you don't want to put the cards together, you would rather have the add-on kit for the scrapbooking workshop, then your kit credit will redeem that. So basically now you guys have the option of choosing which kits you redeem with your credit. Maybe you only want to do cards, and instead of getting the cards and the scrapbook kit, you want to just do 2 card kits. You can do that too. It's totally up to you guys. So you get to be in charge of the kits that you receive now. So once you place your order, you're welcome to reach out to me. If you're inside my VIP group here in Facebook, they're all of the available kits are in a folder right now that has been posted, and so you guys can just go in and pick which ones you want. As they sell out, I will remove them. So it is first come, first serve. So at this time, I'm just not going to be restocking them. So once they're gone, like if this one's popular, once it's gone, out the door it goes, and you can pick something else that's available, right? So there will be a bit of an incentive to order earlier in the month if that is, if that works for you. But I'm going to have a good look at these cards, you guys. I'm going to give you a little peek at them, and then we'll move on to the other scrapbooking workshops, okay? So you'll kind of notice that the designs, you've got a cool version and a warm version, right? Now you can mix and match these if you want. It's totally up to you, but I love how they turned out. So this one just has this really beautiful wreath of these flowers around there. It looks pretty on the back side as well. There's no unsightly blemishes or anything like that. We did use a few of those little ephemera pieces that if you have leftovers from the March kit where we did that inside pocket class, that uses part of the ephemera pack. So now you can use a few more of those little leftovers, okay? Again, this one's different orientation, same exact type of artwork. You can see here, I leaned into those textured notes dies again. I love the detail around these, you guys. They're currently my favorite dies that we have, and I feel like I'm using them in everything. This one is completely awesome as well. It's got a beautiful little window, and you've got this beautiful little cluster of all of those floral pieces. I had to pop mine up with some foam tape because that's how I roll, right? But you can see a little bit of that ephemera there, and it even looks pretty on the inside. I feel like the webcam is not showing the details super great, but hopefully you guys can kind of see it. And if you go over to the blog that's linked in the pinned comment here, you'll be able to see all of them up close as well. So here's the worm version. Look, it's just beautiful, you guys. That washi, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now this one of the 6, these 2 are my favorite, okay? So I figured out a wicked fun way to make a planter box, okay? So I'll show you guys how to do all of this in the online class, of course, but look at the dimension of this card. Is that not the cutest thing you ever did see? Look at that. See if we can get the camera to focus. It's absolutely adorable. Oh my gosh. So we've got one that has yellow flowers with some green sprigs in the back. Again, another piece of that ephemera there. We are using the 2025-2027 in color flat pearls. That's where we're getting all these really beautiful colors at. This is the strawberry slush. And you guys, when you see these pearls in real life, holy bejeepers, they are absolutely amazing. They have a beautiful iridescent sheen to them. Oh my gosh, I love them. So now we have one with the strawberry slush florals on there. Again, look at that dimension, you guys. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed. And you can see here the detail with the textured notes dies. I think we've used textured notes in all of the kits since they became available, and that probably won't change. So this is going to be a staple you guys are going to want to have. If you're ordering my kits, you're going to want to have these. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. So you'll get the cutting file for the bulk creation. If you guys want to make more of them, you can get the cutting file over at the PayPal link at the bottom of the blog post. So over at Just Crazy Blessed, and you can get the kit mailed to you with your $75 qualifying order. Okay. So let's move on to the big scrapbooking workshop. Okay, here's the deal. I like this way better than I ever thought that I would, okay? This is, when I tell you guys I'm really frugal and my brain just, I don't know, it just like looks at things differently. When I tell you that I'm frugal, I mean it. So this actually used this full 14 pages, 12 by 12 pages, right? This uses the Celebrate Today scrapbooking workshop in the catalog, okay? That is created to make 6 pages, okay? The only additional cardstock that I added was for the punched flowers. I didn't add a single base page or anything like that to stretch it to 14 pages. So I took a kit that's designed to make 6 pages and I got 14 pages out of it. So, and again, I love the look of, I feel like they're very well balanced. And you guys know what I mean when I say sometimes you'll see art that stretches a long, long way, but it looks a little bit bare. These are full of dimension, full of a lot of embellishing, and I think that you guys will really enjoy them. So the add-on kit for this, again, this is a $75 kit, so you guys can pick which one you want. So if you place a $75 order, you can either pick the card kit or you can pick this kit. If you place a $125 order, you get 2 kit credits. So you can pick 2 of whatever kits you want, and so on, okay? So what I added into this kit is you've got all of the 4 pieces of the additional cardstock that I used for all the punched flowers. And when we look at the artwork, you guys will see what I'm talking about. I drug out Old Trusty. This was one of my most favorite things that I bought when we joined last year. It's called the Petal Park Punch. I have used it in umpteen classes. I used it again in the Celebrate Today. And good news is it's on the last chance for only $14.40 today. Okay, so that means it's on its way out. So it means we don't know how long we're going to get to keep it. But if you guys have not purchased it yet, you're going to get it at a steal. Okay, so it's going to build your 3-layer flower, or you can use them individually, and then it has a leaf as well. So I used the punch with these different colors of cardstock. So that nobody has to buy additional packs of the solid color cardstock or the coordinating cardstock pack or anything like that. I've included them in the add-on kit. So if you're qualifying for an add-on kit, you don't have to buy any other paper but just the workshop kit that's on the supply list. Okay, just a single workshop kit. It's wild, isn't it, that it was made to create 6 pages and I got 14 out of it and I didn't add additional. Like, it's wild. So you're gonna have your additional cardstocks. You are going to have 4 sheets of print and cut pieces. Now, bless my husband's heart who helped me package these. They're all kind of strung on top of each other. But one of the things that I'm throwing in as an added bonus is those of you that earned the add-on kit from me, you have an entire sheet. It's almost 50 of these little sentiment strips that I love to make in Cricut. I love to use them on my projects, and they're so great because they will work as almost a caption on a photo for a layout, or they're great for a sentiment on a card, right? So you can see just a few of the little spring into life, bless my blooms, Sweet Sunshine, No Rain, No Flowers. Those are just a few, but you have almost 50 of them that are just an additional gift to you included in your little packet. So that is going to be on the Cricut file as well. So if you guys choose to just buy the Cricut file, you'll get these, the custom created sentiments. Those are in the file as well. So you'll have access to those if you guys get the file. But you've got tons of the sentiments that are not included in the artwork. So they're just extras, okay? The ones you see on the pages, they are in here as well. So you just get an extra little set of them. Then you've got all of your print and cut pieces. And this is just filled with a lot of little ones, right? You've got all of your banners and all of your elements that I've added here. So you'll see those when we look at the artwork, but this is going to be the kit that you will receive with a $75 order. And this will be worth 1 kit credit, okay? So with a $75 order, you can get this kit or the other one that I showed you, or some of the past ones that I have in the inventory as well, right? So full color cutting guide, pardon me, full color cutting guide, all the up close photos to the workshop, as well as the Cricut Design Space file as well. So you guys will be off to the races. It will not take you any time at all to put this together. I hope that you will love it as much as I do. But I love the workshop kits because not only where many times when we play with just the papers, just the paper pack, we're just using the sticker sheet, right? Well, when you use a workshop kit, they have several sheets of these punch out die cuts that are in addition to the sticker sheet. And so it added so many more elements to these pages. I love them. So like this one here, these are a lot of these die cut pieces, okay? So you've got like a border sticker up here, and look at this beautiful, beautiful cluster of die cut pieces. This is a little bitty piece of the Freesia cardstock, and I embossed that to give it a little bit of a texture. Now you cannot see the texture very well with these dark colored flowers, but I'll show the others, some other colors to you in a moment. But I ran all the layers of my flowers through my embossing folder as well. And it really adds a lot to them. You'll see in a lighter color here in a moment, but you can see just a fun way to be able to add a little pop of color, right? These are just a few of the little die cuts. Here's a little punched floral arrangement, and then we've got a little sentiment down there that I created. They're tiny enough that they're not going to take up all of your photo, but it's a great place to be able to add a little pop of color somewhere. Maybe if you have a part on your photo that's a little bit open, you know, there's a little bit of blank space there where it's not going to be on top of someone's forehead. It's a great way to be able to add a little accessory there without it being, you know, too much, right? So you can see a little bit better the embossed cardstock here. Look at that texture. So this is the Glass and Gardens embossing folder set. They're very inexpensive, and it comes with 2 different designs, pardon me, in the same pack, and they are very, very inexpensive. They're those cute little ones that will go through the mini embossing machine. It is absolutely awesome. I love it. So I did that with the cardstock as well as the flowers as well. So you can see more of those die cuts and the stickers just kind of peeking out there. And then you've got all of your clusters over here. This is a part of the cut apart sheet in there, a title that I created. More of those fun little sentiments. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love it, love it, love it so much. Pardon me. This is a fun starburst design that I created, and again, you'll have photos and cutting files inside the folder there for you, so it'll help you be able to place these and get them all cut correctly. But we've got a fun starburst look here. We've used some more of those die cut pieces and a bit of the sticker sheet. So this is one of the sticker sheets. My apologies, guys. Sorry, allergies are killing me. So if you look here, if we can get the webcam to focus, you can see a little bit of the dimension. You can see the multi-layered flowers, and look at what that embossing folder is doing there. Now, if you guys don't like the Glass and Gardens embossing folder, you can use a different one from your stash, but I encourage you, I think that if you cluster your flowers without an embossing folder, I think you're gonna really look at them side by side, and I think you will be able to pick out your favorite will be the one with the embossed edges. So since it is a 3-petal flower, you can choose to put all 3 layers together like I did here, or you can put just 2 layers together like I did there, or there are places where I've only used the littlest one by itself. So it really is a fun way to build a flower of your choice, right? So you've got a few of down here for a little bit of embellishing. You've got some up here in the right. These are just a few of those really cool little die cut pieces that you popped out of there. And look at the number of photos, you guys. Pay attention to that as we go through here. The number of photos that you get per layout is pretty crazy. So you're gonna be able to get a lot of really great memories stored on these pages. Look at this little cluster down here. You've got the fun little summery drinks, a few more floral clusters. You can really see the embossing in those right there. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. So that's layout number 2. Layout number 3, The Loveliest Day. That was one of my titles. And you had all these lemons here. And I wasn't a real super fan of the lemon, to be honest with you. And I left it till last because I didn't know if I would use it. And it actually ended up being one of my favorite pages. I really liked it. So you've got Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, and then Daffodil Delight. And they like went together amazingly. Oh my gosh. So you've got Loveliest Day. These are some die cuts that I made in Cricut that are included in the add-on kits. Some you can see lots more of those flowers. I feel like the webcam is not focusing today. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you can go over and you can see up close photos on the blog. So if you're not getting good up close peek at these because the camera is not cooperating, just hop over there, okay? So again, just more of those same elements down there. This border strip, this little scallopy border is one that I created as well. Oh man, I love it. You will need to have Cricut access to do this workshop, to cut this workshop, guys. I use multiple images from Cricut, and so you're gonna have to own those or have those to be able to cut it. So I have been an Access subscriber for years now, probably since the first day they came out with it. And so you will want to be a subscriber to be able to have access to all of those images, okay? So this one was a layout that I felt like just used little tiny bitty pieces of paper. It's an old standard, close to my heart one that I featured for many years. But I feel like it also turned out to be one of my very favorites. I love the pennants up here at the top. They're super fun. And just the cheers title. So really, you're very... you can add a large variety of themes of photos here, and you're not going to have to alter anything on the page. So you've got really fun pennants up here. These are all included in the add-on kit, cut out for you, ready to go, right? You've got just a few more of those sentiment strips. Now, some of them, you may notice, I have trimmed the white away. Some of them I like the white border, and others I wanted to trim the white away. So you guys can pick and choose which way you like it best, depending on how you choose to use them. You might like the white on some of them. You might want to take the white off on some of them. It's up to you, but it's very quick and easy to just snip off the edge there and have it with no white border. And so that was a fun way to kind of just alter those just a little bit without a lot of time or effort. So you can see here, kind of the same thing, just a few floral clusters. And it's just, for me, it's very much about sprinkling the color throughout the pages. You know, if we need a little bit of yellow here, we're going to have a little flower, right? If you need a little bit of purple up there, then we're going to add a flower or a sentiment strip or something like that. Here is an example of the little teeny tiniest petal by itself. So you can see, I love having embellishments that are multi-sized because I like to cluster things together. And so when you have them that are multiple sizes, your clusters look a lot nicer that way. And so you can see the fun little bit of scaling when you've got a 3-petal flower using all 3 layers, and then you've got a little tiny one with the smallest layer only. It really gives a nice little balance there to your cluster. So that was layout number 4. Number 5 is this beautiful freesia colored page. I love it. Summer fun. And it uses the beautiful, this is my favorite pattern in the entire pack. This beautiful floral piece here. I love it. So you've got some fun little, again, the florals and the sentiment pieces. Bless my blooms. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos only on this page. That is wild. Again, just little pops of color here and there. Summer Fun is our title on the right page. And again, I just added a few more of those elements throughout. So you can see, like, if you look at one part of my layout and you move over to the other part, you can see many of the same colors and design elements have transferred over into all those other spaces. And to me, that's just kind of how my creative brain works. It looks nice from left to right that way. It looks very cohesive, like it's all meant to go together, right? So this one is fun as well. The little title up here says good times. You've got a little sticker that says a day to remember. And then this one is let's celebrate. It actually goes like this, doesn't it, Suze? Okay, so again, really fun pages that you guys can use a wide variety of photos, right? If you wanted to flip it around, like maybe you had vertical photos, very easy to flip it around. You would obviously want to change the direction of your banners so they're not, you know, hanging on their side. Flip your title around, but that would be a really easy way to take this, and if you had photos of a different orientation, easy as can be. And you can even, you could keep one page as is and flip the other one. This looks nice like this, or you could flip both of them and change all of your elements, the orientation on them. So you have a lot of variety with a pattern like this, but you can see just really fun banners up here. I put a few of the gems in between those just to look like they were anchoring a bit. You can see just a few of those little flowers tucked behind my title there. Again, just they were, for me, they were about adding a bit of color sprinkled throughout. I loved it. Oh my goodness. Okay, last one. Cheers to Sunshine. Again, this was not like really, you know, the Sips collection, which is where this kit kind of came from, was like all about the little summery fruity drinks and that kind of thing. And I really wanted to kind of expand on the theme to make it more overall, you know, general summertime. So it wasn't like all about having a cocktail or, you know, whatever kind of drinks. I'm kind of plain. I just drink water or unsweet tea in the summertime. So I don't ever get the fun frou-frou things like that. So I wouldn't even have any photos that would probably fit with themes like that. So I made them a little bit more generic on purpose. So you can see, cheers to sunshine. We do have a little bit of those die cuts there. You've got some fun flowers. And then again, just some pops of color throughout. This is the Secret Sea ribbon. And as I put in the files, the adhesive that I used on the back of here actually allows you not just to adhere the ribbon, but it prevents the ribbon from fraying. So you can cut the ribbon and almost use the ribbon like a little bit of an embellishment. And it does not fray the edges with that tip. So when you guys get the files, be sure that you look in the other information section, okay? That'll give you a little bit, some helpful tips and tricks on how to get the best result from some of these things that we're doing on here, okay? So this fun little, beautiful little sunshine. I love that little guy peeking out from there. And again, just a really big pop of yellow on these pages. It looks awesome with, you've got the two shades of the blues, then you've got the pop of the yellow, and then a little tiny bit of orange thrown in for good flavor. So I love the palette so much. It is awesome. So this is good. Again, 14 pages, you guys, 7 2-page layouts, okay, for your workshop. And if you're getting the add-on kit, you don't even have to add any additional paper or cardstock, because the 4 additional sheets that are used are in your add-on kit. And if you are not getting the add-on kit, but you want to make this and you get the files, then you can add that coordinating cardstock pack onto the on with the workshop, and you'll have more than enough cardstock that you need to create all of these pages. So it's just in my brain, it's very crazy how far it stretched with stuff that was already in the workshop kit. So this is not brand new. Okay, as I told you guys, I released this earlier in May. This was going to be my quick kit for June. Some of you guys saw the quick kit, the first quick kit that I did. That one is still available over on the blog. I've gone back and forth whether I wanted to pre-cut it or not, and I'm still unsure. But this is a very easy, quick to put together 6-page workshop that you can find files over on the blog. All the big workshops are over on the right sidebar. So anywhere you look, go to the right sidebar. And when you see the photo of the workshop you want to look at, click it and it'll redirect you to that post. Okay. So it's very easy to find your way around my blog. So this was the second quick kit that I did, and I released it in May rather than waiting until June because the products ended up on the last chance list, and I was afraid they would sell out, and it felt silly to be holding a workshop and not be offering it, making it available while those products were essentially being sold, being quicker to being out of stock. And so I wanted to go ahead and release it, so you guys have probably already seen it. If you haven't seen it, you can go over and look on the right side of the blog. But what I've done that's interesting with this one is there's a post up on the blog. Again, the link's over on the right side, where I do have a pre-cut kit offering for this. Okay, so you can read through that post. It'll show you everything. It'll talk to you about the only thing that you will need are the Ocean Friends dies. I have not pre-cut that part for you. There's no stamping. All the Cricut pieces I have included for you. There's a complete video over there that walks you guys through all of it, but it's a very low price, and it's going to be wicked fast to put together. Okay, so I have more stock coming for the kits. I am going to be leaving on a trip at the end of the week, so the shipment will be delayed. But I am going to continue to stock it until either the demand runs out or the supplies run out, whichever is first. So if you guys want this, hop over to the blog, and I'll be glad to get one on the way for you. So this was a Susan title, Saltwater Heals Everything, because that's like my life motto. Loved the clusters here. The little critters came from the DSP, so the pattern paper. So you'll get a full sheet of that with your kit. So your dies will either cut those out, or if you want to fussy cut them, you can, right? But you've got all of your coral and your kelp, some beautiful little iridescent embellishments, and the linen thread make for a really beautiful cluster. I love to cluster, you guys. I love that. Rather than having like individual elements scattered everywhere, it makes me a little sensory overload. It looks a little cluttered to me. So I like to take all my elements and place them together near each other and kind of give you a really beautiful, like multi-layer focal image. That makes me very happy. So you've got multiple clusters on here, Cricut titles that are pre-cut for you, and it'll be ready for some summer photos. Okay. So this one is Life is a Journey, Make a Splash. Again, more of those beautiful clusters. I've got some fun black angular cuts happening here that I've never done that before in a kit, but I rather love how they turned out. So look at all of look at those little critters. Oh my word. So this is a set of cutting files. If you guys don't want a pre-cut kit and you just want the cutting files, you can earn a set of workshop cutting files for every $50 that you spend on my order. Now remember, or my website, pop, round it up to 75 so you at least can get one of the pre-cut kits of your choice, right? But for every $50 you spend before shipping and tax, you're going to be able to select a set of workshop files, or you can go on and you can purchase them through PayPal. It's whatever works best for you guys. So you have lots of ways to grab the cutting guide from here. And again, the links to purchase through PayPal are down below at the bottom of all the posts. When you think you've scrolled far enough, you haven't, keep scrolling until you see it. Okay. So Ocean Air and Salty Hair, again, another one of my life's mottos. You got, again, more of those beautiful clusters. Okay, all throughout there. So you can see, again, these are going to look really nice together because they coordinate super, super well. I did add in a little bit of black, some crumb cake, and pretty peacock for my coral as well. I just feel like that punched it up a little bit. The thing is with bright colors that I find, they're my favorite, of course, but when you have all bright colors in a palette, and you don't have anything to offer a little bit of an accent in there, they all just still kind of blend together. So when you can add a little bit of a punch in there, which the black is usually my go-to, that really takes that bright colors and elevates them quickly. So I feel like that did the job with the Ocean Friends, the collection. And again, like, I'm going to be sad to see this one go. I absolutely loved it from the first moment that I saw it. So I'm glad that I was able to create a workshop using it. And I'm glad that so many of you guys love the pre-cut kits and got those ordered. So I've shipped out, oh my gosh, I think 50 of them now. Pardon me. I'm going to be honest with you, I probably have lost count at this point. But as I said, I'm going to continue to stock them while the supplies last or until the demand dies down. And so once I kind of get to the end of that last batch, I'll pull the blog post and then we won't have any more after that. But hopefully that will be helpful, guys. And again, if you just want the cutting file, you can get that over on the blog. Without having to worry about placing an order or getting a kit or anything like that. So if you guys have questions about any of the workshops that I showed you here, please just either comment below. You can send me a message. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will place the ways to contact me and the links to my platforms in the description. And if you guys had trouble placing an order or anything regarding the suite sale and all of that good stuff, just hop over and send me a question and we'll get you taken care of, okay? So happy June, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. And reach out. I would be glad to hear from you. I'll talk to you guys soon.